Hello, this is Mr. Inadequate. This is a new game. It's in early access. It's called the Fermi Paradox. I figured I'd start it. I have not looked at. I've seen a video, and that's about it. And I haven't even really watched the whole video. So, start a new game. Okay, we're going to pick a new game session slot. And I'll let you read that. Basically, you're the guardian, and you're supposed to do this. I doubt I'll do well in the beginning. Okay, they're doing my galaxy generation. We'll discover this game together. I didn't see a tutorial. I'm hoping we get a tutorial. Tutorial is active. Okay. I am a galactic gardener. Sapient life will evolve and prosper in our galaxy. Help these civilizations to grow and find each other in the vastness of space-time. But beware. Sometimes you have to prevent them from destroying themselves or others. Would you like to play the tutorial? We are going to do it, yes. Only a handful of planets have the optimum conditions for life to grow. Click on this star system to take a closer look. Rigel. No sapient life forms have evolved on this planet. Rigel, a blue supergiant star, is orbited by the ice planet Rigel 7 and 3 smaller stars in proximity. The chemical composition of the ice crystals on Rigel 7 gives the polar caps a greenish color. For an ice planet, Rigel 7 has a rich diversity of resilient flora. Every animal on the planet developed some kind of fur, even the ocean fish and the bird species. There are synthesis flares. The game is always paused when flares are visible. Only if you collect one of these flares will space-time continue. Let's pick this one. You need to accumulate synthesis to make optimal choices in the future. Okay. Why are you not doing anything? Well, we found a bug already. Why are you not continuing? There we go. I don't know what that was all about. A new civilization is born. With the passing of space-time, new civilizations will emerge and existing ones will undergo major changes. Click on the button in the corner to start your first event. Okay, Tau Ceti system. Sapient life evolved on Tau Ceti 3. A new civilization is born. A life form on Tau Ceti 3 started making simple tools and developed a rudimentary language, but which species will form a Stone Age civilization in the Tau Ceti system? Many were increasingly of the opinion that they'd all made a big mistake in coming down from the trees in the first place. Douglas Adams, science fiction, 20th century solar system. The first of many decisions to come. click on the options to see which species could populate this planet. If you want to choose the balanced species, you have to spend synthesis. On the other hand, picking an unbalanced species will generate a lot of synthesis. Choose wisely. Click on the continue. There we go. Now, the balanced species, the standard species, or the unbalanced species. Oh, okay, I see now. So the Rama, these tall, intelligent plant creatures undergo countless stages in their century-long lifestyle. Do we get to see any of this? No. Standard species, the Odo, aggressive ape creatures in colorful fur. Their packs traverse mountainous regions with ease, or the unbalanced species, the Moru. Sneaky, slightless, and cruel, these bands of small raptors plague the vast jungle forests. Now that could give me 20, but we're going to tick standard. We're not losing any, we're not gaining any, just to see what happens. So these are the Odo. The first civilization is born. This is your first sapient species in the galaxy. Take good care of them. Others will evolve at a later time. You, as the galactic gardener, will be responsible for them too. There we go. Tech, civilization overview, tech level. To lead the Stone Age, this species has to gather more knowledge. Population, few people inhabit this planet. Greater numbers are more resistant to disasters. Resources, if the resources of this planet are exhausted, this civilization will perish. Harm potential, be observant. War can be the downfall of any society. Ethics, people headed towards utopia will handle future crises better than those approaching dystopia. Okay, thank you. Look, more flares. You can choose different outcomes now. Conserve the natural resources of the planet, or generate some synthesis to use later, or increase consumption to gain more synthesis. Remember that the game is always paused when you collect flares, so you can take your time. So this would be conserve, generate, or increase. We're going to conserve the natural resources. Okay. Tech level, I can do one of these. Tech level, to increase or decrease the research. Population, to increase or decrease the population growth. Resources, to increase or decrease the resource consumption. Harm potential, increase or decrease the intensity of deadly conflicts. Ethics, to increase the dystopia level or increase the utopia level. Chance, randomness will happen with a small chance of generating a lot of synthesis. Well, being this is the tutorial, let's just take a chance. Click on the upwards navigation arrow to go back to the galaxy overview. The galaxy is your garden. It'll take a great amount of care, and hard decisions have to be made so that all species can survive and flourish. Will you be able to guide them so that in the far future they can leave their planets, cross thousands of light years, and find each other? If you need to know more, go to the How to Play section of the in-game menu. Yeah, we won't do that. Now, okay. In Sol, the size of Earth forms over a gas giant. Can we click on this? Tau Ceti system. A great war threatens Tau Ceti. Dominant tribes. Competition over hunting grounds has turned the tribes of the Odo against each other. Barbaric leaders push to wipe out neighboring tribes before they can do the same to them. Homo homini lupus est. Man is wolf to man. Latin proverb. I can go for peace. A council of wise leaders from the weaker tribes peacefully settled the land disputes with the dominant tribes. Regular conflict, which will cost me. The voices calling for violence get their wish, and the ensuing battles cost many lives among the Odo. 200,000 casualties. Or total war, which won't cost me anything. Aggressive competition between the Odo tribes never ends. The victors wander in search of new tribes to conquer. 600,000 casualties. Let's go for peace. Okay. Oh, an entire tribe got killed. Okay. Wow. A remarkable wise person celebrated on Tau Ceti 3 for their contributions to Odo society. Wow. Odo textile artworks represent harmony on Tau Ceti 3. Odo develop a new form of artistic expression. Odo mourn the death of a beloved chieftain. Okay. Paradigm shift in Tau Ceti. Domestication of small predator animals. Tau Ceti 3 is home to a species of predator with high emotional intelligence and complex social behavior. A beneficial coexistence promises to emerge between these approachable creatures and the Stone Age Odo, with whom they appear to seek companionship for the benefits of food, petting, and shelter. Dogs do speak, but only to those who know how to listen. Okay. Now, we got three choices here. Cultural ascent, domestication of small predator animals, cultural expansion. Oh, okay. The adorable predators are not only safe from the dinner plate, they are also spared from being handled as property. A concept of enslaving these friendly beasts with cages and leashes is unthinkable among the Odo. Or cultural expansion. Natural hunters and loyal protectors, the animals play a key role in establishing new clans in dangerous territories on Tau Ceti 3. The creatures evolved into domesticated servants or cultural descent. The predatory animals are primarily seen as food, but are also tied to guard posts on the borders of settlements to ward off unwanted trespassers. We're going to go with domesticated servants. Okay, we're going to choose this one. They compose an epic poem recounting their history. They develop a new form of artistic expression. Wise folk manipulate the Odo tribes for personal gain. We'll go with the question mark. The sun will go dark if we do not make sacrifices to the gods. Okay. Let's do this question mark again. On Tau Ceti 3, Odo planners established new resource management methods. Let's go with this one. Odo abandoned their clans and wandered Tau Ceti 3 in search of new lands. The Odo developed a new form of artistic expression. And now, depopulation in Tau Ceti. Uh-oh. Very well could be the way to not play this game. Toxic plants. The Odo find a sweet and delicious plant in the wilderness of Tau Ceti 3. Unfortunately, its consumption is deadly in the long term, and many Odo become ill and perish. Okay. Cerberus, provoked to a rabid frenzy, filled all the air with his simultaneous three-headed howling and spattered the green fields with white flecks of foam. These are supposed to have congealed and found food to multiply, gaining heartful strength from the rich soil. Metamorphosis by Ovid. Okay. Now, prevention. Wise folk of the Odo find a way to neutralize the toxins. The tail travels fast, and the sweet food is available for all tribes on Tau Ceti 3. Regular development. Many perish because of the extensive intake of toxins, and the Odo start to avoid most plants that they find in the wilderness. The numbers of their tribes slowly decline. Massive depopulation. The Odo are addicted to the sweet but toxic plants and grow them en masse around their settlements. A connection between their beloved food and the strong decline of the population is never made. We're going to go with prevention. The wise folk finding a way to neutralize. Now, I haven't chosen one of these skulls and bones yet. The storytellers of Tau Ceti 3 inspire the Odo to live peacefully. Wow. Let's take the bottom one. An influential Odo chieftain rises to power on Tau Ceti 3. Will enemies from the beyond conquer our world? And now we have an evolution event. Soul system, sapient life evolved on Earth. A new civilization is born. A life form on Earth started making simple tools and developed a rudimentary language. But which species will form a Stone Age civilization in the Sol system? I've already read that. Okay, I gotta take a drink. We'll go this way. Okay, another civilization is born. You will have to foster these creatures too. Guide them in parallel with the other civilizations in the galaxy, and one day they may make contact. Synthesis can be used to help any society. Sometimes you'll have to make hard choices to ensure the survival of everybody. Come on. Okay. Now, balanced species. The dolphins. Schools of playful sea mammals explore the endless oceans. Standard species, the humans. Groups of hairless humanoid mammals, aggressive but also quite clever. Unbalanced species. The dinosaurs, giant feathered reptiles with small brains. They hunt and they eat. Gotta go with the humans. Groups of hairless humanoid mammals, aggressive but also quite clever. Okay, let's take this. On Earth, the human civilization is born. The humans establish a new tribe. Okay, the Odos, who are obviously older, power in Tau Ceti. Warrior Code. The Odo adopt a strict warrior code as they quest for honor and nobility through acts of battle among the rites of passage. How sweet and fitting it is to die for one's country. Horace, Roman poet. Okay. We can go for prevention. The warrior tradition in Tau Ceti 3 becomes associated with a newly discovered shrub as its spiritual symbol, which, when consumed, decreases the aggression of the fighters. Regular development, the warrior code becomes the standard for order and discipline among Odo. Absolute power. The warrior code becomes the bedrock of Odo life. Only devoted and honorable fighters can advance in society. Let's go with that one. Sorry for my coffee. An ancient warrior code had a lasting effect on Tau Ceti 3, as Odo civilizations devoted themselves to an orthodoxy of unwarranted violence for the sake of attaining basic rights and status among their tribes. Territorial dispute on Tau Ceti 3 is won by a band of Odo club wielders. Odo abandoned their clans, wandered. Okay. Let's do the science one. Okay. And one more probably. Let's try this one. The storytellers, yeah. Do it again. Conflict between two major Odo tribes is settled peacefully. And let's throw in a random event. The Odo found a promising new clan. And we have a new technological age for the Odo. They reached the Bronze Age. In the Bronze Age, the Odo began testing their limits of the planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forests in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking skills allowed them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learned how to document knowledge via written language. The drones of our hive started digging out of the metal ore. This was the beginning of our path to grow from a feeblish swarm and to become the World Eater Empire, Hive Queen World, Artemy Empire, second cycle wormwood system. Well then. Okay, do we want wisdom? Excuse me. The Odo apply their newfound knowledge and communication skills to societal improvements in the budding disciplines of medicine, law, and philosophy. Do we want advancement, which we would have to spend money for? New techniques and tools allow the Odo to explore new areas, preserve their natural resources, and develop early infrastructure or power. Defense becomes increasingly necessary as Odo begins exerting more power over one another, and hunting bands evolve into primitive armies. I'm going to spend some synthesis. New techniques and tools allow the Odo to explore new areas, preserve their natural resources, and develop early infrastructure. Okay. We'll do one more for Odo, and then we'll go over to the humans. They're now able to build stable settlements on Tau Ceti 3 and sustain them with agriculture. The Bronze Age technology provides the Odo easy access to mine resources on the surface of Tau Ceti 3. And now we're going over to the humans. Knowledge and soul. Sage chieftains. The tribes of the humans tend to be led by sages and wise folk because their historical knowledge and their connections to spirit and the lands of earth are seen as vital qualities. Motivated by a desire to perpetuate the sacred dance of life for many generations beyond their own, these leaders observe, reflect, and make decisions based on experiential wisdom and unwavering intuition. The elders of the many coasts were irritated after the Blue Scale tribe chose to promote their songwalker as chieftain over their strongest warrior mother. Years later, every second Tiga in the many coasts wore blue scales without a single drop of blood having been spilled. Leash, father, mother of Or, Tegan the Songwalker, 9,000 years before the awakening, tea garden system. Earth. Okay, we can choose civilization pillar. The wise chieftains persistently lead their people towards harmony, enriching their lives by awakening consciousness and celebrating diversity. Regular development. With a keen understanding of human nature and past events, the wise tribal leaders calmly sidestep the destructive paths that their predecessors may have followed out of fear of uncertainty or dead end. Some of the mysterious stages turned out to be utter fakes and are quickly replaced with more practical-minded leaders. To gain the people's trust, subsequent chiefs distance themselves from spiritual practices, thus closing the door to ancient wisdom. We're going to spend some money. We're going to have to make some synthesis. But we're going with a keen understanding of human nature and past events. The wise tribal leaders calmly sidestep the destructive paths that their predecessors may have followed out of fear or uncertainty. Now, the humans found a promising new clan. The humans on Earth fashioned a new type of stone clubs. Innate justice causes suffering, despair among the humans. The work of a remarkable wise person is widely circulated among the humans. Let's take a chance. Oh, it's the same as before. Okay. Where will the gods lead us? Will enemies from the beyond conquer our world? Okay, new technological age. And the humans have reached the Bronze Age. Didn't seem to take them as long as the Odo. In the Bronze Age, humans began testing the limits of their planet's generosity by cultivating crops, raising animals for food, and clearing forests in order to build primitive cities. Early mining and metalworking skills allow them to craft better weapons and tools, and they learn how to document knowledge via written language. I'm going to have to turn the music down on this for the next episode, but I don't think I can do it right now. No. Okay. Now, wisdom. Humans apply their newfound knowledge and communication skills to societal improvements in the budding disciplines of medicine, law, and philosophy. Advancement. I can't do this. Yeah. Or power. Well, our only real... We're going to do wisdom. Okay, the humans can now build stable settlements on Earth and sustain them with agriculture. Cool. Now we're back to the Odo. Odo realms. Reduction in Tau Ceti. The Great Gardens. Due to the continuous developments within sedentary horticultural communities, more and more beautiful garden complexes are constructed all around Tau Ceti 3. There is increased interest in the physical and mental well-being that gardens can offer the Odo. When we start to plant trees that never blossom in our lifetime, only then will our hive really grow. Okay. A lot of water is diverted to fuel the abundance of gardens, which take precedence over fertile farmlands. Several generations later, the Odos suffer heavily due to unusable fields and dried up rivers. Or, Only very wealthy rulers can afford to adorn their palaces with gardens. On the upside, this results in garden design becoming a highly revered art form. Gardens are seen as an essential part of any healthy society. Every settlement on Tau Ceti 3 is now surrounded by extended, beautiful gardens. I'm going to go with the dead end. A lot of water is diverted, and they got suffering due to unusable fields and dried up rivers. That gave us 48. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay, on Tau Ceti 3, Odo foresters established new resource management methods. Let's choose the question mark. A remarkable sage is celebrated in Tau Ceti 3 for their contributions. They grow to fear their ruthless leader. A depleted land region in Tau Ceti 3 recovers under the core of Odo foresters. A massive flood drowns many on Tau Ceti 3. A remarkable sage is celebrated for their contributions. Odo sculptures represent harmony on Tau Ceti 3. Okay. Growth in soul. Yeah. Wish I knew how to access the menu, but... Oh. Goddess of love. The humans have formed a growing cult around the deity of love, lust, and fertility. The followers of the goddess wander the lands and erect shrines and temples to her. Golden Aphrodite, who stirs up sweet passion in the gods and subdues the tribes of mortal men. There is nothing among the blessed gods or among mortal men that has escaped Aphrodite. That's by Homer. Okay. So, civilization pillar. The humans completely devoted to the love deity. The cult dominates daily life and rules society. The religion of the love goddess lets the human population grow and prosper. Dead end. The sage speakers are disgusted by the cult's activities and ban all mention of the love deity. The cult disappears. We're going to go with that one. Okay. Let's collect the middle one. Bronze Age technology provides the humans access to the minerals on the surface of the earth. Humans domesticate a new animal species on Earth. Humans use writings to spread lies and superstitions. Are the gods watching us? A devastating flood on Earth drowns many humans. The work of a remarkable sage is widely circulated among the humans. A depleted land region on Earth recovers under the care of human foresters. Okay. Extinction in Tau Ceti. Uh-oh. What have I done? The longest night. Before I read this, I got a drink. A unique constellation of planetary objects in Tau Ceti causes a year-long eclipse on Tau Ceti 3. In the absence of warmth and light, food becomes scarce, and the Odo endure brutal hardships in the unrelenting darkness. Many begin to wonder whether the day will ever return. The night is dark and full of terrors. By George R. R. Martin. Okay. Now, we can go with close call. Although I have enough food stores to survive the eclipse, and they illuminate their cities in firelight. Minimal survivors. Although face hunger and chaos as they wander throughout the longest night, but the new dawn brings hope of rebuilding society. 33.6 million Odo lives lost, or complete extinction. Consumed by fear, which spirals into self-destruction, the Odos sacrifice their last remaining food and burn entire cities in ill-advised attempts to summon back the light. Yeah, we'll do that one. See what happens. This is just the tutorial anyway. And I got me some synthesis that I can spend. Tau Ceti system. This planet was once inhabited by a species called the Odo. Tau Ceti 3, a yellow dwarf star, is orbited by the swamp planet Tau Ceti 3 and multiple other habitable planets. The precise cause of the long-lasting eclipse that wiped out the Odo remains a mystery. However, in retrospective analysis, astronomical data point to a rogue planet or similar object from beyond the Tau Ceti system interfering with Tau Ceti 3's light source and life force. A parasitic species developed symbiosis with a major life form in Tau Ceti 3. Dynamic wind patterns create marvelous structures on the surface of Tau Ceti 3. Fluctuation in Tau Ceti's central star leads to changes in its color spectrum. Humans have a new technological age. They have reached the Iron Age. Empires and trading states rise to power in the Iron Age. The metalworking humans forge tools and develop the skills needed to create simple machinery. While expanding theological discourse could provide them with a sense of purpose and a moral compass, organized religion also has the potential to bring about great atrocities. For here and now is the age of iron. Never by daytime will there be an end to hard work and pain, nor in the night to weariness, when the gods will send anxieties to trouble us. Hesiod, Greek poet. Let's see what we've got now. So we are tech level 2, Iron Age. There's 3 million humans, and you can read the rest. Wisdom. Monks transcribe knowledge in books that scholars are eager to get their hands on. As ever, humanity looks to the heavens for guidance. Advancement. The humans produce mighty blades by mining and smelting resources from deep within the earth, and in new construction techniques accelerate their city building, or power. In epic dynasty wars, humans iterate siege weaponry against the well-fortified castles of their foes. I'm going to spend 30. Humans produce mighty blades by mining and smelting resources from deep within earth, and new construction techniques accelerate their city building. Blah, blah. Now, I'm going to go backwards. 1. The humans are now able to increase the size of their cities and are able to reach more regions on Earth. 2. The Iron Age technology let the humans harvest the biomass resources on the surface of Earth. And 3, is there life after death? Okay, now what are we going to do? We're going to hit the question mark. The humans mourn the death of a great scholar who leaves behind an important scientific life work. Let's go down to the bottom again. A once powerful sage kingdom falls on Earth. Human sage kingdom's development, enlightenment, and soul. The holy city. A city that is rumored to have sacred powers starts drawing spiritualists, priests, and sages from all corners of earth. Glorious things are spoken of you, O city of God. Now, let's see. We can do the pillar, which adds to the development, what takes away 40, or the dead end, which is 0. The pillar, or the holy city, becomes the center of spiritual and philosophical debate. Countless scriptures are created to spread the wisdom to all humans on earth. Or, the dominant religion of the humans claims the holy city for itself. The teaching of the city's writers are absorbed into the church doctrine. Or, humans start to worship the city itself and not the teachings of the inhabitants. Zealots conquer the place, and slowly the city loses its appeal to the masses. The holy city becomes a center of spiritual and philosophical debate. Countless scriptures are created to spread the wisdom to all humans on earth. Okay. Okay, the once powerful sage kingdom falls. I'm going to take all first one. Human sword fighters lay down their iron swords and abandon the art of war. The humans on Earth fashion a new type of iron sword. An influential human sage monarch rises to power on Earth. On Earth, human alchemists establish new resource management methods. Will the stars stop shining one day? An influential human sage monarch rises to power on Earth. Evolution event. Where are we going? Rigel System. Sapient life evolved on Rigel 7. Okay, this is Mr. Inadequate. I'm going to leave this here. I'm not sure if I'm capable of saving this game or not. Let me know if you like this, and I consider it interesting. I'll be playing with it. And I'll see you next time. This is Mr. Inadequate playing the Fermi Paradox, and I hope you enjoyed it. Save and exit.